wasn't long after you did that, was it? That you came to us?
No, it was basically Wrexham progressed through and went to the quarterfinals. We went to play Chesterfield. Chesterfield got to the semis against Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
And we had Chesterfield in the quarterfinals, so it was always going to be a League Two club going to the semis. We were favourites on the day, obviously because of the scalps that we'd taken. You know, Birmingham City, West Ham. We took a few scalps along the way, so people had us as favourites to go to the semi-final, but we lost 1-0. And up to that point, I didn't know anything about the Birmingham rumour. I didn't know that Birmingham were interested in me, and we lost on the Sunday. It was on TV on the Sunday, and I got a phone call the next morning off Brian Flynn, who was my manager at Wrexham at the time, and he said the club have accepted a bid from Birmingham City. I need to go and speak to Trevor Francis that night, and Trevor was doing I think it was the Liverpool-Newcastle game, the 4-3 at Anfield. And I met Trevor after the game in one of the hotels in town with Mick Mills. And then we sort of thrashed out a deal. Then we travelled up on the Tuesday, got everything sorted, got a medical, signed the papers, and then I think we had a game that night on the Tuesday night, which I stayed for as well to see the team. Got introduced to the lads in the dressing room. And then that was it. I was a Birmingham City player from then on.
Fantastic. Who was your first against for the Blues?
Sorry, what was that?
Who was your first game against for the Blues?
My first game was the Sunday against West Brom. I was on the bench. Trevor put me on the bench. We just won on the Tuesday night. I think Paul Taylor scored the goal. And it was West Brom away. And it was the game that Brucey fractured his eye socket or cheekbone or something.
Oh, yeah.
We lost 2-0. I came on for the last 20, 30 minutes. Trevor introduced me, and then the games after that played the final 10 games or so. We went unbeaten after that, actually. And we just missed out on the playoffs.
Yeah. Remember it well.
Yeah. 248 appearances and 34 goals. I think Paul will remember every single one of them.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many memorable ones, Brian. You know, some brilliant goals that you scored for us. The ones I would say for me, I mean, what? I mean, obviously not me, but what's your favourite goal for us? What would you say if you could go back and relive one goal you scored for us? Which one would it be and why?
One of my favourite goals was strange one. Was the penalty against Liverpool in the cup final.
Yeah.
You know, I wish it would have been the winning one. But it was the opposite way around. They had to score to keep it, to take it to sudden death. But it was one that really stuck with me, being an Everton fan against Liverpool at their end. That was one that I really remember. You know, there was a lot of pressure on me at that point as well, not to keep us in the game.
Yeah, but how close was you, Brian? How close was you to winning that for us with that chip from almost the halfway line of the festival? Did you think that was it? I thought it was it.
Yeah. So you get when you're playing. You know, I've said it a few times to people. When you're playing golf and you hit a ball, sweet, you know that it's going to be a good one for you, and it's going to go down the fairway. It's going to be sort of where you want it to go, really. It was the same sort of feeling even when I'd scored some memorable goals and some good goals where I've gone at plays and put things in top corners and stuff. I just knew when I hit that I actually thought it was in.
Yeah,
I couldn't have hit it any better. It was just a fantastic save, you know.
Yeah,
another yard outside of his goal, Westerveld, it's probably he wouldn't have got there.
No,
but he just got the slightest fingertip, didn't he? And just turned it around the post. But yeah, I thought it was in, and I was off. I was sort of off, getting ready to celebrate, and I was absolutely devastated when it went round the post.
Yeah, and I was, yeah.
But yeah, you know, people talk about some of my goals as well. You know, the Watford goal the week after.
Yeah.
You know, Trevor left me out of the starting 11 in the cup final. You know, I felt like I was gutted, but I felt like I didn't want it to get on top of me. I wanted to perform when given the opportunity. And after that game, I sort of wanted to show people that I should have been playing like that game. You know, and the way that goal against Watford, it was just a natural reaction to a ball that came at me. I've done similar things. Lads will probably tell you I'd probably do it 100 times in training, some similar sort of movements. But it came off on the night on a really slippery surface as well. You know, it was frozen pitch that night.